How do I rediscover my passion and purpose?
Blissful Rise, Universal Stars, and welcome to the Venus Sagata Show, here where I share the necessary tips, tools, and inspiration that you and I need to begin or to continue recreating our reality and live in abundance, live in the abundance that we were meant to live in. And so oftentimes when I am speaking to my clients or potential clients, the question that I most commonly hear is, how do I tap into or rediscover my passion and my purpose? And so the best way that I can, elaborate on that and show you how is through a personal story. So let me share a personal story with you. Many years ago, when I was working as a bank teller, I wasn't really sure about the direction I wanted to go, but there was something in my gut that was urging me or just beckoning me, that just pricking at me, I guess letting me know that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. I interacted with a lot of people on a daily basis as a teller, and I did love that part. I loved communicating, building relationships with the clients that came into the bank on a daily basis, but there was something about that job that I wasn't so happy or just moved or just enthusiastic about returning to work every day. Yes, I was appreciative and I had gratitude because I was able to support myself financially and my children at the time. And so because I had a really great relationship with the manager of the bank, in the process of us discussing certain things and sharing personal stories and concerns and things of that nature, I expressed to them that I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something else, but I can't quite figure it out. Like, I don't know how to go about discovering what I'm supposed to be doing. What am I supposed to be doing that's going to bring me the greatest benefit, the greatest satisfaction? And you know what that manager said to me at that time that still holds so true today? I still remember it like it was yesterday. The manager asked me, "What have you always done since you was a little bitty young lady, a little bitty girl, perhaps a toddler, that you found the most enjoyment in, that when you did whatever it was, that you just got lost in it and nothing else really mattered because you was experiencing such a joy, such a bliss that in whatever it is you were doing, it brought you." Revisit that time and figure it out. And I guarantee you will discover what it is your purpose to do. And so even though it took me quite some time to figure it out, because I've done a lot of things. I remember doing a lot of things as a young girl. I remember chopping off my Barbie doll's hair and getting in trouble, chopping off my own hair and getting in trouble. And I discovered that I really did love doing hair and makeup and fashion and all of these things. And so meanwhile, I was the neighborhood stylist and the makeup artist. I thought that it was in hair as a cosmetologist. So I went to school, got my cosmetology degree, got my makeup certificates and all of these things. And I've practiced cosmetology for years, almost about 19 years. I've held my cosmetology license, and I still do it from time to time, mostly on myself. But it wasn't until I went back into myself, I reconnected with myself, because I noticed that I was going through a shift. And in that shift, even though I also had a passion to do hair and makeup and be involved in fashion, it was all creative. So it all had a lot to do with what I'm supposed to be doing now. But the most important thing that I took away from every little thing that I did when I was younger, and I did a lot of things. I always played the Speaker of the House, the bank teller. I always played a president. Like, I always played a position of authority. I had to be an authoritative figure and I had to speak. I had to be able to talk to people. And at that time, I needed to boss you around, which I don't do now. But in the shift that I was making, I found out that education and going deep and rediscovering the intricate parts of the mind, the intelligence, our consciousness, and all of those things. And I found that my passion lied in inspiring people and educating myself and educating people and really figuring out why it is we do the things that we do. Why do we have certain behavior patterns? Why do we repeat certain unhealthy behavior patterns? How does the mind work, the brain work? Like all of those things I've always found so interesting. I took up psychology. I'm currently obtaining my psychology degree after all of these years. But the point I wanted to make in sharing that story with you is that there are 3 ways that you can rediscover what your passion and what your purpose may be. And so in that, I want to share with you, let me grab my notes so I make sure I'm reading the right things. And so there are 3 things that I now realize what I did to get to that point. One of the things was I took time to write down all of my skills, my gifts, my everything that I was good at, all of my talents, and I wrote all of those things down. And believe you me, we are gifted and talented, and it will really show you how amazing you are as an individual, how phenomenal, how just what a blessing it is to be able to do so many things. But even though I had a whole list of things there, I had to narrow it down because that's a lot of things. And apparently I just don't find a passion in every little thing I do, so when I narrowed it down, I rediscovered what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. And that is inspiring the masses. I've always found myself speaking to people, educating people, encouraging people, guiding people. But over the course of time, I just didn't want to inspire people. I wanted to truly make a difference. So I got into transformational life guiding. Of course, it's a little bit different from coaching. Yes, I can be a coach and a motivational speaker and an inspirational speaker, but I wanted to begin to help people transform their lives, not just encourage them and inspire them and motivate them to do the things that they're supposed to be doing, to rediscovering their passions and purpose. But I really wanted to get to the core of why it is you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. What are the blockers? What are your strengths? What are your hindrances? I don't like to say weaknesses, but what are some of the things that you find yourself addicted to that's probably not benefiting you right now? Who are you surrounding yourself with? What is going on in your mind? What conversations are you having with yourself that beckons you or urges you or encourages you or pulls you in to doing the things that doesn't serve you? And so in my years of educating myself on how the mind works and recreating my reality is a whole concept that I create up and develop while on my sacred hiatus. And I developed a very effective process, 2 processes actually, that will help you as it helped me rediscover your passion, your purpose, rediscover why you do the things that you do, why you don't do the things that you should be doing, and most of all, recreating your reality. The one-on-one sessions, the class sessions, the course, the book that I've created and written and developed, and the course book, it all teaches you how to regain knowledge of self. Without knowledge of self, it is impossible to do anything that you wish to do. It is impossible to live in your abundance. It is impossible to do things that are going to bring you the greatest joy. So the second thing I did was meditation. I started meditating. I wanted to reconnect back to the divine source in which all informations and divinity flows, which all energy flows, which all life and all organisms that have life was created from. So in my meditation, it also helped me rediscover who I was, my passion and my purpose. The third thing that I did was a self-reflection. I had to really take a deeper look at Venus I had to take off the blindfolds. I have to really mentally, physically, and spiritually and solistically strip myself of everything and put it all in front of me so I can take an accurate assessment of where I was, where my spirituality was, where my state of mind was, where my physical essence was. I had to take a look at all of that. I had to take and I'll be honest with you, as I am always operating in the essence of transparency. I wasn't happy with what I discovered. When I really took myself outside of myself and really took off my glasses and had a look, I wasn't happy with who I was, what I was doing, the road that I was taking. And so when I did a self-reflection, it forced me to look at myself in a more clear vision. It forced me to come face to face with the things that I wasn't happy with. And it forced me to want to change because I now was looking outside of the box that I was living in that kept me blind, that kept me bound to unhealthy practices, unhealthy behaviors, and surrounding myself with unhealthy relationships and getting into a bunch of unhealthy relationships. So I encourage you to do exactly as I did. Meditation, writing down all of your skills, your passions, all the things that you are good with, and finally, self-reflection. All of those things, I guarantee you, will help you rediscover your passion, your purpose, and most of all, it'll help you rediscover knowledge of self. So once again, my universal stars, I want to let you know that this is not just a dictatorship. The Venus the Goddess show was created and envisioned to be a healthy dialogue, a community, not community, but community between you and I. And so I love reading your comments. I want you to comment. I want you to share. I want you to post your thoughts. I want you to post your wins with me. I want you to post your takeaways from this show. What was it that moved you? What was it that you took away from something that I said? I like to hear from you because as I inspire you, you inspire me when I read your comments of love and inspiration and ideas and all of these things that helps drives me. And hearing your thoughts, your comments, and just hearing about your wins help me to create more content that will better serve you, that will better serve me. And it's all about constantly growing and evolving into our higher selves. So I want to hear from you. Share your comments. And most of all, I want you to help me share these messages. Share with someone because you were introduced to me by someone being so kind as to share the video. And so now that you and I have a community, we are in a community and we are able to dialogue and converse with one another, I would like if you would help me offer that to someone else. If you would like to, I also actually want to encourage you to follow me on my YouTube channel, which is and Soul Inspirations with a Goddess. Of course, you can follow me on my Facebook page, Venus a Goddess Scott. That is my Periscope name, Venus a Goddess Scott. My Instagram name, Venus a Goddess Scott. And also, if you are in need or know someone that is in need of any services, one-on-one personal transformational life guide sessions, or are interested in any of the powerful courses where I help thousands of people already transform their lives, recreate their lives, and set them on a road to living the abundant life that they are supposed to be living. If you are interested, I encourage you to check out my website, www.inspiringthemassesllc.com. That is www.inspiringthemassesllc.com. There you can find a whole host of services, sessions, products that I offer. I guarantee you there is something that is there that will benefit you as it benefits so many others. Once again, I will never grow tired of saying that I love you. I wish you great success. I am your sister, coach, and growth and all things that is great. Until next time, I will see you soon. I bid you love, peace, and always divine light.